Good evening everyone and welcome. So today's video I thought I will show you my top 6 watches that I probably would never part with and the reasons why. So a lot of these, as you can tell, are from, for example, that's 1986, 87, 88, 88, 88, and that's 1987. And I mean, I do have a tremendous amount of old Casios, but a lot of them old Casios, I could really just go and wait a week and I can rebuy many of them. But these ones here, I just couldn't. And a lot of these are in, I mean, these ones here are in amazing condition. Like the AE21, for example, if I could just dig it out of here, it's quite tight. Like this one here is in absolutely mint condition, not a single mark on it. Now, if I sold this watch or someone offered me good money for it, I would want to replenish the stock. But I know for a fact I couldn't rebuy this watch again in this perfect, unused condition. And if I did, I'll be spending, well, on today's market, probably £1,000, 900 to 1,000 English pounds. And it's the same for a lot of these. Let me just stick it back in there so it looks all beautiful. I mean, even the straps are really getting hard to find now. So this one here is the AE21, the AE22, the AE20, and then we got the SW100 and 110. This one here, for example, which is probably my, I wouldn't say all-time favourite, because it probably isn't, but it's just, as with the styling, the colours, the condition, it's unused, I will just never part with it. And I've been looking for this watch for many, many years, and it only ever came up once for me to buy. I have had this one a few times, probably 4 or 5 times just in the last couple of years. But since I've sold them in the past, I have had trouble finding another one, and it's taken me a long time. So when one has come up for sale, I snapped it up. I just snapped it up straight away. And I know these 6 here are, I mean, they're not super rare. You can probably go on eBay now and probably find a few of these, a few of these, and a few of these, but they will be in terrible condition. Cracked glass, they'll be very used, all these corners will be rounded, that sort of thing, maybe not working, and they still be commanding a price between 300 and 400 English pounds. And that's one of the reasons I would never part with them. One, I absolutely love the way they look. These 3 here, the AE Trio, I call them, these are all I remember as a child. Remember these, and that's when I think of Casio from the 80s, this is what I remember mostly. So that has a special meaning for me, and is what made me love Casios, then love this one, then love that one. Before you know it, you have your top watches, and that's the reason I would never sell them. One is the condition. One, they're getting very hard to come by now. The other, I absolutely love the way they look. It's exactly the styling I love all about Casio, especially the way the straps are, the coloured straps. I love all these red and yellow colours, and that's what makes me love them incredibly much. So this one here, for example, I've not had this for a long while, but I have wanted it for many, many years. And to get one of these is, Jesus Christ, it is so hard. Do you know what? I've only seen two really for sale, and that's been in the last few months. One was sold the other day for 1,900 euros, but the condition wasn't all that, and there's a few cracks on the back of the plate as well that really devalues the watch. The guy didn't know whether it was working or not. So that's another reason why I would want to keep this. One, that is incredible, has incredible value, is very sought after, and a collector will pay a top premium because they do want it in their collection. And that's another reason why I won't sell them. I mean, in years, I just haven't seen any for sale, because you will find, because they're so rare, they're only made small numbers on these, that only a collector will really have this in their collection, and they won't let it go unless they're just fallen out of love with Casio, which you don't really hear that often. And then they have to sell it, and then they'll be commanding, they will know what it's worth, and they'll be commanding £3,000-4,000. I wouldn't spend that on a watch. I didn't pay anywhere near that for this. I was pretty lucky. If I told you what I paid for this, you will ask to see proof, because you think I'm lying to you. But I didn't pay very much for this at all. It was just luck of the draw. I was in the right place at the right time. I negotiated hard, and I was just lucky to buy it. So these are my top 6 watches. If I had to sell all of them tomorrow and only keep a small box in my wardrobe, this here would be my collection out of choice. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Another one, apart from this 6 here that I would keep, another one I would want to keep. Oh, by the way, before I carry on, my favourite Casio of all time is the CMD40, the wrist remote control watch. Let me get it out for you and I shall show you. Stay there. Just if you're new to the channel, I shall show you here. Should have got it out really, badly prepared again. So this one here is my all-time favourite Casio. It's a CMD40 with a little red button here. A lot of you, even if you're not into Casios, would know what this is, because this is the pinnacle of what Casio was in the 90s. Now, the reason why that's not in my collection is because I can buy these tomorrow. For a few £100s, I can buy a really lovely looking one, and they're not hard to get by anymore, especially if you're actively looking all the time. You can pick these up quite easily now from probably any platform. The condition, you know, you probably have to look harder to find one in really great condition and know what you're looking for. But I wouldn't sell this, but if I had to sell this because I wanted to keep just a handful, I would sell this, yes. Another one I would keep is this one here. Now, this is not part of the 80s collection, which is what I do love. This one is made in 1996, but I absolutely love the design. Now, if I had to have another box, and that would be the 1990s box, this would be my 1990s box. And probably actually in my 1990s box would be this one, because this came out in 92, 93. So maybe the next video would be, what would I keep in the 1990s box? And yeah, this one to me, I've not had this very long. And again, very, very lucky when I bought this, very lucky. These, a good one of these are changing hands on eBay for £500-600. I've seen them sell a bit more than that, but they're unicorns. And this is just a really fabulously designed watch with this little extra part here, the sensor. If you're not seeing the review on this, I've done a review online, have a check. But Yeah, I mean, this is becoming one of my favourite watches, but it's not. I mean, this video is just about my 80s rare, beautiful collection that are hard to come by now. Maybe 2 or 3 years ago, then maybe there wasn't. I could probably pick these up if you waited a few months quite easily. But to get these now, this one is a no, you can never find this. This, just wasting your time. These, there are on eBay now, but rubbish condition. Wrong straps, maybe working, maybe not. Pixels missing. Scratched glass, scratched beveled edges. If you want to watch like that, you will find one, but I don't want to watch like that. So this is why I'm going to keep this collection, and probably as long as I'm in love with a Casio, never ever get rid of them. Thanks for watching.